Hello and welcome to a new episode of The Decode. The US government has once again embarked upon a dangerous path, just like what Joe Biden did in his tenure. Donald Trump, in his second tenure, is also following the same line of action regarding China and its involvement, Washington's involvement in Taiwan affairs. We should remember that during Joe Biden administration era, the U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi was sent by United States to Taiwan, despite the fact that officially, according to all the documents and according to all the UN resolutions, Taiwan is not an independent state, it's part of China, so no official state visit can be carried out by any country to Taiwan, but the US did, and China tried to remain calm, but all over the world this move was criticized. Now the US government has once again cleared a proposal or a deal of more than $1 billion for arms supplies to Taiwan. It's not forgettable that there have been several dialogues over the years between Chinese leadership and US leadership, and there have been 3 joint communiques issued by US and Chinese officials and leaders, in which US has admitted that China has Taiwan is integral part of China, and that Taiwan should not be treated as an independent or separate state, and there should be no direct diplomatic or political contacts with Taiwan by the US. And similarly, UN resolutions also narrate a similar state of affairs, but this time we see that exceeding from their red lines about interfering in other countries' matter, or you can say that exceeding by violating China's red lines regarding its integrity and sovereignty, this huge arms deal has been cleared for Taiwan, and global military experts and security analysts, they see no reason for such a huge arms and ammunition for an island like Taiwan, only if it wants to target its own mainland, that is China. So there were no other security challenges for this little island to have such a huge cache of arms from the United States, and that includes a lot of missiles, a lot of howitzers, and many things, rocket systems. So one has to realize that this is, I think, the last chance for United States to establish it as a state, and Donald Trump to establish him as a peace-loving person, not a war-provoking person. He has been claiming that he has stopped many wars, and he also said that he is not being given the Nobel Peace Prize for stopping war or preventing war. But the things that he and his administration are doing in places like Taiwan and Philippines, it clearly speaks that the guy doesn't mean business of peace. He wants to push wars in different areas. So they need to change their image into positively, both the United States and its president. They have been talking to President Xi Jinping of China and his predecessors, the American president, and they have been telling them that they will respect the one China principle, and they will respect China's territorial integrity and everything. But during these conversations, they never looked to be sincere, and now they have proved over the past 3 4 years that no, they want something messy in these South China Sea waters, in Taiwan, in Philippines, and they want to sandwich China between uh, Philippines, Taiwan area, and these matters, these concerns. Uh, in our opinion, our experts at our think tank, they also believe that the three communiques that were issued in the past many decades between by the Chinese and US officials and leaders, there were five no's, and that was a commitment made by United States to China. uh, five no's commitment made by US leadership is not to seek a cold war, not to seek to change China's system. The revitalization of its alliances is not against China, I mean the US alliances, not to support Taiwan's independence or disintegration, whatever it is, and not to look for conflict, of course, armed conflict with China, and not to go further down the wrong and dangerous path. So these five no's, these were the core points of U.S. foreign policy as well until some time back. It was all written on the U.S. State Department's website. It was written everywhere in the US official documents, and these documents were exchanged with China, UN, and many other relevant bodies, global bodies. But it seems they are now in the clear retract from this. They are trying to clearly retract from their own commitments and their own pledges they made with China. One has to understand that the world cannot afford a military clash between China and United States. It's not going to be Third World War or Fourth World War. The might, the military might, and the weaponry they have, the stockpile of missiles, bombs they have, it would be, God forbid, if it happened, end of the world. So this is about time that the US leadership should understand the consequences of such mischiefs that they are doing in Taiwan, and also I would say through Philippines as well, by establishing too many military bases suddenly over there, and then arming these bases, arming Philippines Navy with very dangerous weaponry, targeting China or Chinese PLA Navy in the area with specific aim. So we believe that sane voices would come up in the United States as well, and would prevent the US president from getting into such dangerous businesses. And we must remind the US president that he is the one who has been saying that he will undo everything that Joe Biden has been doing. He has been criticizing Joe Biden's policies, but when it comes to China vis-a-vis Taiwan, it seems whether it is Joe Biden or Donald Trump, they are having the same policies, and there seems to be some secret hand behind these policies, and whether they are Democrats or they are Republicans, they take the field on China affairs very easily and follow it without any hesitation.